Now you can hear me. Welcome to our weekly Tongren session. It's great to see everyone here this week. Happy holidays for those of you that do have a holiday at the moment. And we're going to begin right away. And we have our folks on the website. And there we go. Talk for Arthritis, So Interesting Newbie, and Collected Creation. Blood flow to the brain. Brain command points. And welcome to our Instagram people. And hopefully we have some people joining. It will be a smaller group for sure. I didn't cancel it last week. Maybe I should have. Yes. But the people in Canada are here, even though it's our high holiday. Good to see everybody. Brain command points of the brain. Hypothalamus, pituitary, sensory cortex, motor cortex. So arthritis, T1 to T8. So this is an interactive Tongren session. So I want to hear from everybody. And Chief for Perfect Blood, and Laura as well. We will hear from you, but let me know if you are here. And because oftentimes I give different advice, we do play the recording on Instagram. But I just ran in from outside. And again, T1 to T8 for inflammation, late Alzheimer's disease. One of the things I recommend these days, especially, and I use it for my mom, it is methylene blue. Check it out. And let's see. So happy holidays to everyone that's doing it, but Alzheimer's, red light therapy. And command points of the brain stem. Edema in the legs and feet. This one is a lymph system support. But there's a woman that is a lymph expert. She's in the list above on this page, anasawellness.com/weekly. She's the master of lymph drainage. And T1 to T8. So blood flow, nerve flow, spleen, edema, lumbosacral plexus. So in Canada, I think their Thanksgiving is in October, as opposed to us right now. We have it within a month, Thanksgiving and Christmas, but we should move it to a different day, I feel. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Collected creation and grounding. Liver 3 and kidney 1. Let's do a little bit extra for the Alzheimer's. GB13 left side, right side, methylene blue, alkalizing foods, red light therapy. It penetrates deep into the skull. And then grounding to liver 3, but especially the edema and the feet. Let's work directly on the ouch points, the legs and the feet. And there we go. So we have some more ALS. There's a website for ALS. I'm going to look it up because you might be able to find some use for it. There's a free program, 42 steps for ALS. There it is. I think it's the ALS Cure Project, alscure.org. So I would definitely look into that. Does that make sense? And next we have, let's check out social media. Everybody's here. All right. Katrina is here. Dorothy, Rachel, let's tap for Sundance. I think I mentioned before, maybe you can put wheels in place of the sore leg, and dogs get good at running that stuff around. It might work out, but we will tap for Sundance, absolutely. But never give up hope. So, grieving heart. So, Katrina Carlson McBlairty, flexibility. So a good way for flexibility is yin yoga, because it gets deep into the fascia, which allows you to get more resilience and more flexibility on a deeper level. Holding the pose, the longer you hold it, the deeper it goes, the more fascia it gets, the better it goes. I'm reading a lot where red light therapy is good for macular degeneration. But again, flexibility, let's work on the joints. Brachial plexus, the folding areas of the shoulders, lumbosacral plexus. and grounding to liver 3. So more flexibility, reduce inflammation. Thanksgiving is in October in Canada. Yes, 2 months away from Christmas. Better timing. So for flexibility, and now let's work for macular degeneration. So thank you for joining, Katarina. Grounding, liver 3, and kidney 1. So Dorothy Mansfield Marshall, please tap for macular degeneration. Let's work on 3 blood supplies for the eyes, carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery, and C3 for the eyes, ouch point for the eyes. Are you doing better, worse, or the same? Definitely look up herbs with saffron in it. This is one. There are better ones, but this one is actually excellent. It's called Sight Care. And also, let's continue to work for Rachel. Grieving heart, that's the lungs. Lung 1, lung 2, CV17. T1 to T8. And Thibodeau has joined us. And lumbosacral plexus, and tapping. So this is especially for you, Sundance. And grounding to the 3 and kidney 1. Flexibility, of course, yoga, even simple stretching every morning. Invest into the time to do yoga every day. That will be one of the best things you can do for flexibility, or even just a stretching routine. Okay, so next we work on David. Is this your first time here, David? I don't think I recall your name. Blood flow to the brain. ALS, so everything about the brain for everybody with ALS today. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Sorry to hear that the rain is bothering you. So for a brain tumor, you create a basin of hot water, add frankincense, and inhale it. It will get into the brain. Frankincense is anti-cancer. That's number one. Number two is light therapy, especially the light helmets. So that would be the way to go. A couple of things you can do right away. And of course, systemically, we will work on that. Anything dealing with oxygen therapies and alkalizing therapies. Yep, she is suffering. I'm sorry to hear that, Rachel. Command points to the brain, command points to the brain stem. And let me know the location. We can even be more targeted. Christine. And we're also going to work on migraines, fibromyalgia, and the neck, as well as mucus. So see 3, 4, and 5. You're welcome, David. ALS, brain, command points, and brain stem command points. T1 to T8, anti-inflammation for David as well. As well as fibromyalgia for Tracy. Shoulder pain, which is could be related to the migraines. So shoulder release, GB21. So GB19, 20, 21, migraines and shoulders. For Tracy. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So, how's everybody doing? You guys are quiet. But we're going to continue to work with the hormone balancing, immune boost, sleep for Tracy, and we'll work on your mom right now. Tight temporal. Is that on the side? Right. I'm sorry, right. Right temporal. Okay. Right temporal lobe. Oh, I get it. Okay. We're going to do that. We'll add that in. Blood flow to the brain. Command points to the brain and brain stem and the right temporal lobe area. And HBOT, hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Home-based oxygen would be a supplement, believe it or not, that releases oxygen singlets. It was developed by Tesla in 1895, patented, I guess, and it is ozonated magnesium oxide. It's getting an oxygen therapy internally in a simple bedtime special medical grade. What is going on? Okay, migraines. Yep, we had a classic point for migraines. GB19, if you can get a massage therapist to do it, they can get rid of migraines. I've done it myself for my patients, my clients. But let's work on the migraines. You'll be doing better. And we'll work for your mom. And blood flow, nerve flow to the spine. For the endometrial, peritoneal, T7, blood flow, nerve flow, lumbosacral plexus, peritoneal, endometrial area. And after this, we're going to do oxygen for everyone. Ascites, kind of misfolded proteins. Constipation, also lumbosacral plexus. So for Tracy, I highly recommend some breathwork techniques. And cancer, let's do that for everyone. An oxygen protocol for everyone with cancer. Phrenic nerve. Right temporal lobe for Christine. So for increased oxygen, you need more increased carbon dioxide to release the oxygen. So that's the math of how that works. That can be done through breath work. Longer exhales and inhales, believe it or not. That's one way to do it. T1 to T8. You're welcome, Tracy, Christine, everyone. The brand of that magnesium, if you email me, I'll send you instructions. It's there are different kinds, but the primary one is Global Healing, and that's the main one. That I use it in programs for years. It's also for anyone here having constipation, because the inner terrain gets so flooded with healthy alkalized oxygen, it also cleanses the colon, melts the mucoid plaque, which will increase oxygen availability, nutrient availability, and all that good stuff. So the company is called Global Healing. And grounding to liver 3. And next, we will go to our list. for collected creation and gentle civilian. Oh, blood flow to the brain. So as always, if you list better, worse, or the same, and yes, we will tap for less. Okay, let's continue. All right, blood flow to the brain. Command point to the brain, command point to the brainstem. For ALS, again, inflammation T1 to T8. So I would suggest wheatgrass, balm from the base of the skull, C1 to C7, basically. This would be very good for ALS, all ALS, and behind vocal cords. Acid reflux, pH adjust in the morning. Respiratory weakness, so T3, lungs and lymph. Lung 1, lung 2. CV17 and CV12 for the gut. CV4 is what respiratory weakness, so you go to the source. T6 for the diaphragm, and then resistance breathing with devices like this can improve respiratory weakness, even reverse asthma. And high blood pressure, of course, GV17. So any bulging disc pain, make sure you're well hydrated to make sure those discs are plump so they don't go out. That's number one. Number two is to give space in the vertebrae. Sometimes inversion tables or yoga can help with that as well. Overall body twitches, B12, sublingual, vitamin B complex, T1 to T8 also for your aunt. But the bones, T1 for the bones and bone marrow, GB39 for the bones. But let's really focus on L3, L4. And injured right hip. Again, lumbosacral plexus, L3, L4, L5, S1, S2. twitches, so hypothalamus, pituitary, hypothalamus especially twitching, brachial plexus, lumbosacral plexus. Anytime with MS, rule out Epstein-Barr virus, Lyme. But let's do some more. L3, L4, L5, right hip for your husband, and left bone below the knee. Bladder 54, then ouch point for the knee. And very good. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So for scoliosis, I was born with extreme scoliosis, lordosis, kyphosis, the works. Through massage therapy and yoga, straightened out most of it. Nobody would ever know that I had scoliosis. It can be done. A lot of times the muscles, if you have your spine, the muscles are pulled. Depends on sometimes your development. When you're a baby, you're not basically exercising those muscles. But you massage here, loosen it up. The spine will find its central spine will find its central line. That's what I want to say. So let's get right to it. Let's work for where is Happy Mama? There it is. Yeah, scoliosis for 1, and then Happy Mama, G for perfect blood, lymph, and strong immune system. And for Laura, how's Laura doing? If you surrender to abundance, abundance will show up. Blood flow to the brain, brain command points. Command point to the brain, command point to the brainstem. Punong, punong, punong. Punong, punong. Punong, punong. Laura is doing well. Glad to hear it. That's what we want. Worry-free mind, GB13, right side. Hormone balancing, hypothalamus, pituitary. And much abundance, GB13. Remove the mind, remove resistance to the opportunities of infinite abundance. And happy to be here for you guys, Lynn. Perfect blood, T1 for the bones and bone marrow. GB39, left side, right side for the bones and bone marrow. Craniosacral fluid for the bones and bone marrow. For everyone, craniosacral fluid. Strong immune system, T1 to T8. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Abundance, connecting to your true self as well. In tongue, third eye. Myasthenia gravis. Janelle Worcester Brown. So if you could give me a little bit more definition, I could look it up. I've worked with these before, but myasthenia gravis, give me a target area, and the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is the joints are not able to be held together properly, and tethered cord syndrome, scoliosis is as a result of the EDS as well. So if you could give me those details, a little bit more detail, appreciate it, Janelle. And I will work on it. I just want to get more detail. Make sure I'm really accurate for you. Make sure I get that right. So, blood flow for Lynn. Aunt Linda, stage 4 breast and emotions. Number 1, castor packs. Number 2, open a blockage. Number 3, SEACT. Number 4, black salve. Number 5, pH adjust. Cancer protocol. For emotions, GB13, right side. Diane, diabetes. What kind? Type 1 or type 2 diabetes? Kidney issues in the heart, which can be side effects of diabetes. T4 for the breast. So we want to do blood flow, nerve flow. T4 for the blood, the nerve flow. Blood flow, mammary arteries around the lung 1, lung 2 area. Buzzing with healing chi, Mumashari. All right, Mumashari. Yep, keep it going. In many ways, one of the reasons I really like to be here every week, and hope you can too, the frequency builds practical momentum. You build layer by layer by layer. If you don't leave a big gap, it will continue to build a tsunami of healing energy for you guys. And I recommend going to others. There's one in California, I think 9 o'clock, 3 nights a week. Monday, 6 p.m. with Yvonne and the other woman. She's just drawing a blank. I know her very well, actually. Maybe someone can help me. And Charlie Smigelski, he's another great option. And diabetes, which if it's type 2 diabetes, is insulin resistance. It is a diet-caused condition, type 2 diabetes, which means it is a diet reversal condition possibility. Keep that in mind. Change your diet, get rid of diabetes. Change your diet, get rid of heart disease. That's the science. That's the data. That's how it works. So more for breast cancer. Stage 4. So 2 things for anti-metastases. Number 1, micronutrients from Dr. Rath in Europe. Number 2, 3 things. Number 3, SEACT. And number 1, 2, and 3, biomats, red light therapies to prevent metastases. And rounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And especially the pancreas for diabetes, inflammation for diabetes, T1 to T8, L2 for diabetes, and not sure why the heart would be included, but you can give me more detail for sure. T5 for the heart, CV17 for the heart, chakra. And let's take a quick look back. Yeah, if you can give me more information on myasthenia gravis, I'll take a quick look too. But let's take a look. Muscle weakness. Cause. Autoimmune condition. Okay. And the next thing you have, you can give me more information as well. Ehlers-Danlos. I know that one. Connective tissue disorder, exactly. And tethered cord syndrome. Neurological disorder and the spinal cord is tethered. Okay, so I got all of it. All right, so let's do it. Autoimmune conditions, connective tissue issues, spinal cord severing and scoliosis, spinal cord function, and posture. In the U.S., the best brand for Mucuna pruriens is Himalaya, Himalaya. So, T1 to T8, myasthenia gravis, Janelle. Are you there, Janelle? Let me know. So Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, things like PQQ, mitochondrial impact, PQQ. There's a device called the Life Wave Patch. Helps to regenerate stem cells. That would be another option. And let's work on craniosacral fluid for the bones, bone marrow, Mumashari, and tethered cord syndrome, because the craniosacral fluid nourishes the spinal cord. So Crystal Palace. For menstrual cycle regulation, definitely adaptogens like ashwagandha, but a good tea is strawberry leaf tea. A classic. Scoliosis, T1 to T12. If you tell me where the curvature is, we can focus on it even more. So let's work on growth hormone for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. But craniosacral fluid from the Crystal Palace to TV17 to T1. Sacrum 1 to 5. Also good for the bones. And buzzing with the healing chi, we have the biophoton canisters behind me. I should get more of those. I should have a whole row of them. Maybe they'll have a 2-for-1 sale again. They'll have more. But let's work on the hormones, L3, for the late menstrual cycle, diarrhea, CV4. I highly suggest castor oil packs and aloe vera juice. Blurred vision, C3, 4, and 5. Visual cortex, GB19. So let me know, Samir, if you got my message. So we work for myasthenia gravis, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, tethered cord syndrome, and scoliosis. And menstrual cycle, GV20, hypothalamus, L3. Lumbosacral plexus for the diarrhea, and CV4, T10, 11, 12 for the microbiome. So Tracy, I think you've emailed me before. Let me know. I'll send you a link. I even have affiliate links for some of those things. And I did not get my texts. Esther and Catherine, you're probably away. I don't see Catherine there, but we'll work for you anyway. We will include you in our healing community of great people. So amoxicillin. So for any burns, aloe vera salve or wheatgrass balm, either one. If you do wheatgrass balm, only do it twice a week. If you do aloe vera, maybe every day. And then at the end, a salve, a yarrow salve for healing the scar tissue. Okay, and let's work for less. Legs and walking. blood flow to the brain. And Ferris, welcome. Any improvements, Ferris? Moxaburn, T4 for the skin. Topical, let me know what topical you're doing. T1 for Moxaburn. Shoulder release point, and then sharp pinch in left shoulder blade. Sounds like a job for massage therapy. Thoracic, T1 to T8. Hips, lumbosacral plexus for Lynn. Punong puno. T1 to T12, thoracic spine completely. Shoulder blade, SI14, and the whole scapula area, especially the left side. And let's really spend time for Les. Growth hormone, GB1920. So Les and Paula, I would look up life wave patches for the recovery, for the walking. It will accelerate stem cell generation. Not too many improvements she's managing though. Let's try to get some more progress for you, Mom. Blood flow, nerve flow for the legs. T7, lumbosacral plexus. Hypothalamus, sensory cortex, motor cortex. For the nerve communication, the brain-womb connection. I would definitely put the wheatgrass nerve regeneration cream on the lumbosacral plexus area. If you don't have any, contact me. I'll send some to you. Or you can order it from grassfactor.com. That might be faster. Grassfactor.com, wheatgrass balm. And the biggest nerves for the legs. Biggest nerve, sciatic nerve, biggest artery, femoral artery. Down, grounding, liver 3, and kidney 1. So for everyone, including Ferris's mom, ouch point for the eyes, blood flow to the eyes, carotid artery, vertebral artery, and C3, the nerves for the eyes. And there is an arrhythmia version for this heart health supplement. For less CV4, lumbosacral plexus. T5 for the heart, arrhythmias for your mom as well. C3, C4 for the eyesight. Hypothalamus for the arrhythmias. T1 to T8 for Esther and Catherine. Okay. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Let's do some extra for the eyes for your mom. Pouch point for the eyes. Time permits, Sonny. We will make time for you. Detox from mold, smoke, and chemicals. T1 to T8. So I suggest clay baths, clay foot soaks, charcoal, binders, pectin, colon cleanse, sinus and lung infection, sino-oregano, T9, stomach and liver, T1 to T12, everyone. Okay, so let's go to Instagram. If you have lots of requests, bring them in a little bit earlier. That will help. So Rachel, 3280. Your mom, Debbie. Lung cancer, let's work on it. C3, lungs. T3, and lung 1, lung 2, and CV17, and the phrenic nerve. Brain. So what part of the brain, Rachel? Shunt is working, that's great news. Brain, so 3 blood supplies also for Augustina. And I got your package coming out. Spinal fluid, yep, cranial sacral fluid. Rachel, 3280. We'll make sure we get everyone there. And lung infections, liver health, and deep despair. Sunny Gem, we don't want to miss that. GB13, right side. Believe it or not, for despair. High fiber foods, lots of probiotics and fermented foods. That will help with the despair because the happy hormones generated in the gut. If you support the gut, that those happy hormones are transmitted to the brain, like serotonin. C1 to C7. So kidneys. So we're talking about the spinal fluid. Crystal palace. Also good for perfect blood. T1 for the bones. S1 to S5, tailbone 1 to 4. Stomach, T9, T10. Pain in pelvis, sorry to hear that. Lumbosacral plexus. Adrenals, L1, L2. Adrenals and kidneys, L1, L2. Cancer metastases, cancer spreading. Dr. Rath, micronutrients. Biomats, infrared light therapy. SECT. Black salve. pH adjust. Ozonated magnesium oxide. Those are the ones that I recommend. And Paint Thy Life. What a great name. Tell me more about Paint Thy Life. T1, T10, 11, and 12. Microbiome for depression. And cancer prevention, oxygen. And for Sunny Gem, liver health, T9. Yep, we're running a little bit late, so I hope we can get everybody in. But it's a holiday, so I'm happy to help. We will make it work. I don't like to leave out anybody. Insomnia. Is it caused by sleep apnea, breathing through the mouth, dry mouth in the morning, those kinds of things? And regret and guilt, leave those with. So I would suggest to be in a room with a garbage can in the middle, on a piece of paper, write guilt and regret, write on the paper, crumble it up, throw it in the can, and leave. Leave it behind. Move forward and think of the future and focus on gratitude, sincerity, virtue, and the beautiful art of humanity, compassion itself. T1 to T8, GB13 for regret and guilt. But the oxygen protocol for prevention. Phrenic nerve, Rachel. CV17, lung 1, lung 2, T3, T6, and for insomnia, T7 left side. And thank you, Happy Mama. We're finishing up here. T1, T8 for sinus and lung infections for Sunny Gem. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Regret and guilt, GB13, right side. In Tong, connecting to your true self to realize that regret and guilt is a delusion. And you can be free from that. And let's do one more check. Anna Maria, I think you're coming to the class. Is that you? All right. Oh, we're close to the edge of time. So, Alistair, eyes, cataracts, mouth, blood flow to the brain. And where do I get the canisters? Where are you located, Tracy? I get my canisters in Woburn, Massachusetts. TeslaBioHealing.com. Connecticut. So how far are you from Boston, Tracy? These are brilliant biophoton canisters. They work. We're going to be doing another Tongren session at a full moon again for world peace, so we'll continue to do that. 2.5 hours. I would order them over the phone in Woburn, Massachusetts, if you feel these are something that would be a good fit for you. What I did, I went there and I took a 2-hour session, immersed in different things. And the woman there, I think, the woman who runs it, I know her, I forget her name. Just tell her I say hi, Joe Lucier. But you can order them, or you can email me for more information. I've done a lot of research. These are the best biophoton generator things and healing things. Because remember, our mind, our intention is a generator of biophotons. And it sends biophotons for healing. These are also supporting and enhancing that. And you can see in the background, I also have a couple of orgonites as well. TeslaBioHealing.com. Contact the Woburn, W-O-B-U-R-N office. I've been there myself. The woman who runs it is brilliant. So let's finish up. Scalp psoriasis, T1 to T8. So anything dealing with the scalp or skin is about the liver detox. And eyes and cataracts for Alistair. C3, 4, and 5, eyes, ears, bone, gums, inflammation, T1 to T8 for everybody. So thank you for joining us, Paint the Lily, and everyone. You can email me, Tracy, if you have any questions. I'm kind of a nerd for researching, and those are good ones. So I will talk to you soon, everyone. Chi for everyone. I just ran in from the street, that's why I'm dressed like this. Okay. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for joining. Hope to see you next week. If you have any further questions on what we talked about, feel free to email me or text me or set up a 15-minute free consult to get your questions answered. Have a great day, everyone. Blessings. Peace to all of you. Yep, we completed everything for everyone, and I will sign off now.